podcast, live stream, or show that talks about real solutions, real talk that address real shit that real people go through. And if you'll give me a minute, I need to do a quick share on this, and I'm going to do that, and then I will continue my talk because I have something really good and something really interesting to share with you today. And I think that this is really going to benefit everyone. So here we go. Bear with me just a moment while I do this and this. And here we go. So, one of the things that I've learned in my life is that I had to become an effective gatekeeper to myself. One of the things that I've been really privileged to experience are friends and family who are legit celebrities. And so, as celebrities, they have gatekeepers. They have people that will allow only certain people access to them because you can't give access to everyone. It's like if you're a celebrity, if you're a person of influence, you really don't have the bandwidth to expose yourself to everyone. And so you have to have gatekeepers, and these gatekeepers protect you from people that have bad energy, bad ideas, or bad intentions, right? So all of us who those of us who are not celebrities, we have to be our own gatekeeper, and we have to be diligent and vigilant about who we allow into our lives, what level of access that we give them, and all of that. Because if you don't develop an effective gatekeeping strategy, all kinds of shit comes your way. Okay? So I want to talk about four people or four categories that you can assign to people in your life. And if you do this, this is going to help you because you will see who does what or who performs what or who gives what or takes what in your life, right? So here we go. The four categories are champions slash cheerleaders, coaches, spectators, and critics. Champions slash cheerleaders, coaches, spectators, and critics, right? So, first of all, you need champions or cheerleaders in your life. These are the people that no matter what it is that you do, they are either going to hype you up, promote you, give you encouragement, or they will tell you, bruh, sis, that ain't a great idea. Might want to rethink that. And this is what the cheerleader or the champion does. They're the ones who embrace your cause. They're the ones who understand your why. They're the ones that know who you are, and they are going to pour into you. That's what the champion or the cheerleader does. They will also step up to defend you when you're not around. I always say this, that it's easy to defend someone when they're around. It's easy to speak well of them while they're around, but what do you say about them when that person isn't around? And then also, I've had this where people will speak ill of someone that I know to me and not to them, and I'm always like, if this is a friend of mine, if this is someone who's important in my life, I'm going to defend them in their absence. You're not going to get a hall pass to speak ill of someone who I love or someone who I care about or someone who I'm a champion or cheerleader of. You're not going to get that. So I don't do that. I don't participate in that. And I would encourage you that if you experience that, listen, people that talk about others to you will talk about you to others. Just remember that. Okay. So you need a champion. You need that person who's going to go to bat for you. You need a cheerleader, someone who's always going to be, sis, boom, bah, rah, rah, rah. That they're in your corner. They got your back. Listen, let me tell you something. Pay attention. I mean, write this down. Pay attention to the people who don't clap, who don't applaud when you hit home runs. I mean, because you're going to do some extraordinary stuff in your life. And you can tell who's got you, who's really with you, by how they react to your success. Because people will react to your failure, but how they react to your success is a whole nother thing. So pay attention to the people who don't clap when you hit home runs. The next thing is a coach. You need a coach because a coach is someone who's going to help extract your maximum potential from you. This is the person or people who they know where it is that you're going. They understand your path, but they've already blazed a trail or they've already experienced what you're experiencing, and they're able to give you fine points that help you to adjust and to make what to adjust to do what it takes to course corrections, things like that that help you be better at whatever it is that you're attempting to do. And here's the thing, not everybody who gives advice is a good coach. And granted, also, there are people who may have gone the way that you're going, but they're not going the way that you're going. And so you have to be careful how much instruction that you take from people. But again, if you have a coach in your life, you are giving them a license to speak into your life. Now, no license is unlimited. You know, if you look at the terms and conditions of software when you buy it, you're not entitled to do everything with that software, even though you paid for it. There are limitations to what you can do. And so likewise, when you give someone a license to speak into your life, you're giving them a limited license because at any time this license can be revoked, it can be altered, it can be changed depending on your need. But back to the original premise, you need a coach. Anybody who says that they can achieve greatness without a coach, basically it's just like there's a saying among attorneys that he who has himself for an attorney has a fool for a client. And likewise, if you are a player without a coach, that means you don't have anyone who's able to speak the nuances or adjustments that you need to be better. You need a coach. And by the way, I happen to be a coach. So if you need coaching, give me a holler. Hit me in the inbox, okay? The next thing that you have people who are spectators or voyeurs, right? All they do is they watch. They watch to see whether you succeed or whether you fail. Now, here's the thing. There are some people that are spectators just for the sake of spectating. They just show up to watch. They don't want to contribute anything, and they're not necessarily taking anything. They're just there to watch. Those people are pretty benign. They're pretty benign, not really harmful. But there are people who watch you to see if you succeed, and then they're going to jump on your bandwagon. You know, they're going to ride your jock, right? Because people love success, right? And when they're watching and they see you succeed, they're going to be like, yeah, man, I knew he was going to make it all along. I knew she was going to do it. I knew it. And they're saying it, but they're not really sincere. They are just there. You know, if you succeed, then they jump on it. And then likewise, there's a group of people that they'll jump on you when you fail. And they'll be like, yeah, I knew he wasn't shit from the beginning. I knew she wasn't gonna make it. You know, and basically they're sitting there waiting for you to fail. There are some people that wait hoping you succeed. And then there are some people that wait hoping that you fail. And I've learned this. At first I was in social media. I was just like basically any hater, any naysayer, or anything like that. I would just really, I'd kind of let them get a hall pass. But now I'm like, if I think that you're watching me to see where I go, where I crash and burn, I'm going to disappoint you because I'm going to eliminate you from my friends list. I'm going to block you because you don't deserve to watch my success, and you certainly will not watch my failure. You will not get a "I told you so" card from me, right? So you got to make sure that these spectators watch the spectators. And again, you can convert a spectator into a champion or a cheerleader depending on what you accomplish. And also remember that your success is really, real success is when you help others succeed. So by helping others succeed, you can convert spectators into champions or cheerleaders. And also, you can become a catalyst to make coaches. Because if you help somebody get through something, they use your principles to succeed. Now they can go forward and take the principles that you share with them and they can become coaches, or they can become cheerleaders or champions to someone else. In other words, the whole idea of all of this is that you're trying to make more of what you are, because that's the true meaning of success. Now, the last category are the critics. The last category are the critics. And I'm going to tell you something. There's a difference between a criticism and a critique. A coach will give you a critique. A champion or a cheerleader may give you a critique. But a critic is someone who gives advice malevolently. In other words, they don't have good intentions. They just want to shoot you down. They want to knock you down a peg. They want to take away your shine. They want to throw shade on you, right? And I'm going to tell you something. As soon as you identify a critic, get rid of them. Simple, just get rid of them. Because you need a critique. A critique is a review or an observation that is designed to help you be better. It's designed to help you improve. And anytime someone gives me a critique, I receive it with gladness. But when someone offers me a criticism and it's a pejorative or it's something denigrating or something, offensive, I don't even have to take that. I don't even have to entertain that. That kind of thing can absolutely kiss the dark side of my ass. And it should yours too. You don't need to accept criticism. Critiques, yes. And here's the thing. The only person who can critique you is the person that you give license to critique you. Now, here's the thing. Sometimes someone will come and critique you that they don't have a license initially, but when you hear the critique and you see the benefit to you, you say, okay, I'm going to grant a limited license to this person so that they can critique me. But a criticism, you never, ever, 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 ever should give a license to that. It's like when somebody comes to me with a bold criticism that, well, you're just, you're no good, or you're, this, that, and the other, whatever. At that point, it's you go to the shutdown corner. That's it. You're done. You're done here. So those are the four people or the four categories that I've assigned people to, and that's allowed me to effectively manage my relationships. I don't know about you, but does this work for you? If it does, let me know in the comments. If it doesn't, let me know in the comments. But in either case, and again, if there are other categories that you can think of, I'd like to hear it, because understanding where other people have succeeded with these kinds of relationships, situations, or categories. Listen, I listen to success. I speak success. And so if you have something that you want to share with me that will help me, I'm all for it. But criticism, that. So thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I hope that you have a fantastic week. I hope that you have success in all that you do. I hope that you are happy, that you are well, and that you are filled with peace. Until next week.